It is about 7:30 in the morning. I'm actually running a bit late, but we have a big doctor's appointment this morning, and it's to see a specialist and to get a fetal echocardiogram done. When we get in the car, I'm going to explain a little bit more about why we have to get it done for baby girl and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, right now I'm ready. I'm in my comfy clothes. The bump is there. You just can't see it that well, but yeah. And I've got my cereal. I thought I would eat like sweet cereal to see if she wakes up, because she'll need to move around and like be in a good position for them to see her. Hi.
Hey. You got the kids?
Yeah, you got it.
I was holding them in the door.
I know. Okay. You're making me late. Also something, I know. Also something frustrating is where we're living right now, the neighbor didn't like our car. They said it was ugly and a piece of trash.
What was it? What it was?
They classed it a nuisance car illegally.
We'll
just
put
because
a picture
it just,
up of what it did
yeah,
look like when they caught us. It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Like,
but we thought it would rain, so we had to cover our broken window.
Yeah. So yeah, our window had broken temporarily. We had already scheduled to get it fixed. Basically, like just the mechanics in the door stopped the window from rolling up. And it was about to rain, so we covered it with a tarp, and it looked ugly, and she hated it, and she reported us, so. Okay. Okay, so can you see that? Just okay. Okay. So like I was saying, we are on the way to go see a specialist to get a fetal what is it called? Echocardiogram, sorry, a fetal echocardiogram, or like a fetal echo, which is where they look at the heart and make sure there's like no issues. And again, you only go and get one of these if they find something unusual on the anatomy scan. So 2 weeks ago, I had the anatomy scan done, and I was like 18.5 weeks. And the appointment was really fast. It went really well, but the technician, while she was doing the scan, she was like, oh, you see that like white spot over here? And I was like, yeah, like what is that, you know? And she said, that's actually this is how she worded it, a benign spot on your baby's heart. And I was like, okay, like what does that mean? You know? And she's like, you know, I wouldn't be worried. It's actually pretty common. It happens a lot in babies, and they don't know why, and they don't have a reason as to why it happens. So it's, the way they explained it to me is it's not a hole, it's just a spot. And when I spoke to my mom about it, she said that it could be something like calcium that has just, heck, were you just not driving fast enough for him?
Definitely.
Jeez. Yeah, so, sorry. My mom said that she thinks it could be something like calcium in the heart that has like crystallized, and just, yeah, I don't know. I didn't Google it just because I wasn't afraid of it. I don't feel like anything is wrong with her. And if something was, you know, we'd obviously take that on and pray about it, but I know she's gonna be healthy. I know she's gonna be fine, so I'm not stressed out about it at all, which is really strange, seeming there have been many times this pregnancy where lesser non-issue type of things have occurred where I freaked out more. But anyway, so that's what we're going to get done today. And they have to refer you, like the doctor, when he came back to me after the scan, he was like, okay, yeah, this is what happened. And he was like, look, like if my kids had this, I wouldn't even like think about it again. Like it's not even an issue. I've never seen anything like bad come of it. It doesn't, apparently it just doesn't do anything negative to baby, but they, by law, it's policy that they have to send anyone that comes back with a abnormal anatomy scan to a specialist to go get an echo done. So that's why we're doing that today. I'm trying to chug this water because I always have to make sure my bladder is full, which is a very, very painful experience for me. Seeming I have to pee like so often. Every time I drink something, I have to go. So, yeah. Any thoughts, Jaiden?
On today?
Yeah.
Hopefully I can go in.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been allowed in for the last
Like
however many appointments.
3 months, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coronavirus has just kind of not been in our favor for appointments and things like that, and which I understand, but yeah, it's been kind of ridiculous where right now we're allowed to go out to restaurants, we can get a haircut, we can like do things that we were doing in the past, obviously not to the extent that they were, but so far he has not been allowed in any of my appointments, and he hasn't seen baby girl in a very long time. So yeah, that's just been kind of crazy and stupid. So we haven't been told anything about this place because I've never been here before. Okay, so basically I arrived for my appointment and there's like 10 other women and they're all waiting, and I'm still waiting, and it's 30 minutes past the time I arrived, so I could be here all day. So it is a number of hours later and we are home. So the appointment, my original appointment was supposed to be for 8 o'clock, and I get there on time for my appointment and I just sat and waited for an hour. And there were so many women, so it was like really sad when you actually think about it, because it was like a specialist, a high risk specialist doctor. So it was kind of sad knowing that there were so many women there with babies that need help. But Jaiden was not allowed in again, surprise, surprise. So he had to wait 2 hours, it was total, right? Outside of the waiting room. And so I went in actually at like 9 something, and it was like a 40-minute ultrasound. And basically, what baby has, oh, I forget the name. I'll have to insert it right here. The way they described it is she has a spot on her heart that is soft, like soft tissue, where it's supposed to be a little bit stronger. And there's nothing, like, there's nothing wrong with it in the sense that it doesn't harm her in any way. She won't need any surgery or medication or anything like that, so it shouldn't affect anything. But they don't know why this happens. A lot of babies do have this, and like 99% of all babies that have this specific condition are completely healthy and totally fine. So when he did the ultrasound, he said she looks totally healthy and she looks perfect, but she does have this. They said that statistically, you see it more in babies that have Down syndrome. But I've been tested for that in the beginning of my pregnancy, which I tested negative for it. And so I'm really believing that she doesn't, not that that is like something that a concern of ours, but I just know deep down that she doesn't have that, and that she's perfectly healthy. Because also with Down syndrome, there comes a lot of complications health-wise. So of course you don't want that for your baby, but I know she's healthy. But the doctor, the specialist, who's not my doctor, he wanted to take a amniotic synthesis, I think I'm saying it right, I don't know. Again, I'll put the name down. That's basically where they stick a needle inside you, a large needle, and they take out amniotic fluid to test chromosomes of your baby. And I was like, no way, I'm not doing that, because it has a high risk of not only death of the baby and miscarriage or preterm labor, but it also, I didn't know this until my sister told me, but actually the mother yourself could actually have complications and die from it. So I haven't done my research, but that's what I was told. And the doctor told me, oh yeah, by the way, it could rupture your amniotic sac or whatever, and your baby could die. And he wanted to do it right then and there, and I was like, no thank you, because at the end of the day it doesn't matter, you know, because she's still the same now, and she'll still be the same when she comes out, you know, and I wouldn't love her less, especially since medically there's nothing wrong that will affect her. So anyway, so that is what happened. I have to go in a month's time to see this doctor again, and hopefully that will be the last time, because it wasn't a great like doctor experience. And I love my doctor, like she's super kind and like so considerate, and when she talks to me about me and my baby, not like me and my fetus, which, you know, I don't prefer. Anyway, so I have some photos and just to kind of explain, she's head down and her whole spine is on, like her whole back and everything is on my left side, and her little feet are in my bottom ribs, but she's all upside down, so these kind of, oh no, okay, you have to hold this. Okay, I gotta focus it. Why does this thing not focus well? There you go. Yeah. Okay, so here's her little squished face and her little arms and legs. It's like not the greatest photo. Yeah. And there she is again, smushed face laying. And then this one that Jaiden's holding up is probably you gotta put it the right way. She's upside down.
That is the right way.
No,
you said she was like...
Yes, but you hold it up like this so they can see it.
Yeah, but this is the way that she is in the stomach.
Yeah, that's how she's laying. But basically, if you actually even hold the ultrasound picture even more upside down, then you can kind of get a clear view of her little legs, and that's actually her knee. She was like moving around, and her squished face. Oh, now I have to shoot.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, she looked healthy. She was moving crazy. And yeah, this all in all was a good appointment. Okay, but I'll show you my belly. It doesn't look like anything until you do that. So that is my belly. It's pretty big.
It's next to my head.
It doesn't look that big when it's next to your head, but I'm big in comparison to what I was. And how she's laying is head here, body around, and feet up here, and I can feel that. So yeah, I'll show you real. This is what they line. But so far, no stretch marks. All's good. Just it's hard and weird and pale. You can see the difference between my hand color and my belly color. But yeah.
Crazy.
I'll be posting more videos. I'll be posting a Q&A about my pregnancy and things like that, and other videos, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. Anyway, see ya.